today I am going to be, well, it's nighttime. Tonight I am going to be giving you guys sort of an insight of what going to an all-girls school really is about. If you're a girl and you're planning on going to an all-girls school, then you should watch this video. You are about to hear from an expert what it's like to go to an all-girls school, pros and cons. Let's get started. The first thing that I want to say, the pro of going to an all-girls school is there's not a lot of drama, as you would think. I bet you guys did not know that, but there actually isn't as much drama of going to an all-girls school than there is going to a co-ed school. Because when you're in an all-girls school, you're just surrounded by all these amazing friends. It's like all of your friends are there, and there is no guy problem or anything. That happened outside of school, in another school. And I never got involved with any of that. I'm still in an all-girls school. But I never got involved with that, thankfully. I didn't have to because that's just not my scene. That's just not how I am. Even if there was drama in the school, I did not know about it. I just heard it from other teachers. It's my life. Another pro is that boys are not the center of your attention. Unless you are really boy crazy, then yeah. The thing is that with going to an all-girls school, you're not really that focused on boys because there are no boys there. If you thought they were, then there aren't. That's the whole point of an all-girls school. There are no boys there. You don't have to worry about getting distracted by a boy. I guess that's a pro. I hope that's a pro. All washrooms are for girls, and that's true. You don't have to be worried about, oh wait, is this a girl's washroom? Is this a boy's washroom? No. Just walk in, that's your washroom. That's a girl's washroom, that's it. Unless, and this is gonna turn into a con, unless there's like a assembly or a open house night or something where there will be parents and kids there, like boys and stuff, then yes, you have to be really conscious about which bathroom you are going into, because they do put signs in the bathrooms that say boys washroom, even though it is supposed to be for girls, but they do put boys washroom. And then if you are just used to going into the washroom, not worrying about whether it's a girl washroom, whether it's a boys washroom, then be careful. Because that's happened to many girls at the school. Because we do have these days where grade 7 kids, even boys, which I don't know why, but they come to our school and they are just there for a day. It's like a field trip day and we're like the animals. We're just like in a zoo or something. I don't know. I don't know why the boys are there. They're not supposed to really be there if they're not checking out our school, because they cannot go to our school when they are in high school. They should be going to a school where they are allowed to go to, you know? It doesn't really make sense, but they do bring them. And then there's like this problem where the girls in like the school were like, oh my gosh, I went to the boys' washroom, thankfully nobody was there. And that's happened to me. That's happened to my friends. Like all of my friends have been through that. And one time I was with like one of my friends, she went to the boys' washroom and I didn't notice until she came out, and I was like, look what you just did. And she was like, no, I didn't. And I was like, yes, but don't worry. If you didn't see anybody there, nobody saw you, that's okay, just run. Run the other direction and that's okay. The good thing about also this is that there are only stalls. There are no urinals. If there were urinals, it would have been a more traumatic experience. Thank goodness for no urinals. Another pro is that you do not have to worry about not being able to talk about women issues in class. One time where I was in my English class and there were these, like this girl asked another girl, she's like, do you have a pad that I can use? And she was like, yeah, here. And it was like anything else. It was like, oh, do you have a pencil I can use? Yeah, here. It was like that. And they just act so normally, and I was like, wow. Because it was like the first time that it ever happened where people are just like, here, like nothing happened. Like it was no big deal. And I find that really great because I can do the same thing with my friends. I can ask them, hey, do you have a pad? Here. It's no big deal because every girl gets their period. I have talked about this in another video. It's just natural, and if you don't accept it, then how the heck were you born? Another pro would be, like I was talking with one of my friends, she said that her brother, he's in grade 9, he's going to a co-ed school, and that he always sees people kissing in the hallway, And we're just like, well, we don't have to worry about that because we're in an all-girls school. There, you don't see any kissing in the hallway, even though there are lesbians there, which is totally fine. There is no problem with that, but you don't see any kissing like between guys and girls. There's no any of that. I've never had to worry about that at all. There's another pro. Believe it or not, there is actually less likely to be violence at the school. Yeah, because I don't know about, like, when I was in grade 8, when I was in grade 7, when I was in elementary school, because I went to a co-ed elementary school, there were so many fights in my grade that you would not believe it. And I should make a video about all of the things that went on in elementary because it was crazy. My high school, there are no fights. Well, there was one fight, but that's a different thing. There was actually a fight that went on last year. There's this girl in my grade who bit the hall monitor's hand, and we were just like, what? She like that. I don't know what was wrong with her, and I've known her since grade 1. There is actually less likely to be fights, which is great because we promote peace in our school. Last pro is that you can bond with a lot of people. You can bond with the girls. Like, the girls, you don't usually see, like, it's not like Mean Girls. I feel like with Mean Girls, it's just a different view of how high school is, but it's not like that. Like, not all girls are mean. There are like a lot of nice girls at my school, and we get along great. You don't have to worry about mean girls at the school. Now all the cons, which I know that's the downside of going to an all-girls school. Here we go, and it's most likely going to be about boys. You aren't used to the environment after you get out of high school and you have to go to a college or university, which is most likely going to be co-ed. You are not used to the environment once you get out of high school of going to a co-ed school. It's just totally different. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to be like, oh my god, I have to go back to a co-ed school. I don't know what's that gonna be like, but I just started going to Scouts program, which has boys in it, and I'm just like, what? Like, I'm not used to being around boys anymore. That's a truth. The whole truth, the unvanquished truth, is that I am not used to being around boys anymore. So going to the Scouts program is it's a really different experience for me. But I will get used to it. We will see how that goes on. Another con, you are less likely to meet a boyfriend in an all-girls school. That is another harsh truth of going to an all-girls school, because unless you know somebody from another school, then you can, of course, it's not like you're never gonna get a boyfriend if you go to an all-girls school, but like if you have people that are waiting outside, like your friends from other schools, then okay, then you'll meet someone there. But you're not gonna meet someone inside the school when you're in class. A boyfriend. A girlfriend you can meet, that's fine. You can meet your girlfriend in your class, but you cannot meet a boyfriend. That's the truth. And that's practical, that's reasonable. You cannot meet someone that's logical. You cannot meet a boyfriend in your class. Next con, which is kind of related to the other one, is that you cannot really find someone to bring to a dance unless you know someone outside of the school. If you're worried about finding someone, the right guy, I don't know how that's gonna work in an all-girls school if you're finding a guy. But most likely you have to find somebody that's outside of the school that you can meet. But there comes times where boys from other schools, they come to our school to sell tickets to their dances, and you'll be able to meet them, just like 3 boys in a little girls' school there in the cafeteria, and they'll be sitting there, and you'll be walking awkwardly to your table. That's what happens. So that's the end of my pros and cons. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you guys want to see another video about, I don't know, what it's like to be in an all-girls school, any all-girls school experience stories that you guys want to hear, then I am welcome to tell you guys. I welcome any suggestions that you guys have for videos because I love getting suggestion videos. I do have a lot of stories about my elementary experience, which is a lot crazier than my high school experience. I haven't even finished high school yet, but elementary, you will not believe the stuff that I have gone through. I have almost died in that school that I went to for 9 years. I almost died, and that, I think I will make a video about that because it's crazy. And then the people that I'm going to school with right now that I've known since kindergarten, they will say the same thing. And they have even more crazier stories because they have gone through more stuff than me. I was just like the girl that didn't do anything in elementary. They have done more stuff and it was more crazier, but I have crazy stories too. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. My social media accounts are in the description below. I'll see you guys with another video. My Girl Meets the New Year review video will be out soon, hopefully. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!